Whatever. Hello. I put I put in the my description like 13 of 20, but it is 14 even though because it's numbered 13. It started off with leg 0. Yeah. No, it's 14, but it's numbered 113. So I don't that's why I put 13 in my list. I'll have to change that later. It's 19 or 20 total for that tour. San Juan, yep. Going over to some of the Virgin Islands. Um, what was that, Bob? Sky Park. Yeah, so anyone wanting to fly with us, like Bob and Andrew, check with us. We'll let you know what we're on Join FS and which room we're in because that occasionally changes. Um, Join FS and free flight in flight in FSX, E3D, X plane. They all join through Join FS. So, all right, start up. That's what I was going to do. Oh, help if we set. Oh, faster quantity. Good. Down. 81 degrees Fahrenheit currently. Wow. For walk around. Thought I had. Been a complete cold and dark on this thing, but evidently not. It's good. That looks good. 400 feet. That's clear. That's off. Six. Lock Draco in the cargo hold. All right, walk around complete. Drops in. Yeah, you can. Sure you can. Amps. It's all good. Time. Just running. All right, falling. Cruising along at 90 miles an hour. At least that's what it seems like. That's good. I've got you in a Coronado Grand Caravan there, Bob. It's at least close. It's a Cessna. Yeah. So if we put that there, we're all good there. .04. Taken off. So hitting selector 90. That's good. Bob, you took off. No audio, but the mic's on. Well, thing you can always do is fly the plane first, then we can worry about the sound. Okay, I'm already 85 miles. We start lining up. ILS approach 10. Yes, got it. All right. So I've taken off. We're headed east right out of there, and now we're turning south right back over and we're going over the international airport. Oh, that's good. I'm glad it's ATC telling me to go here, not me just deciding to fly here. We land there on one of the earlier flights. Something's telling me we did, but I'm trying to remember if we landed at this airport, the international airport, on one of the other. Yeah. Yeah, I put in that I wanted to fly at 3,000. They said, okay, fly at 3,000. I'm at 3,000. It's now telling me you better go to 4.4. That's all right. I can't see it if I hit it to because the only cloud in the area I'm flying through. So I'm good. Well, it's easy. Just smash it into the ground. It'll be there. Think of it this way, Andrew. If they don't know better, then they might be happy. Um, 4-4. I don't know. I haven't made it to the mountains yet. I'm between two little rises. I'm just worried about the one further beyond. That's yeah. Don't freaking rub and scratch hands. It's just under 3 miles ahead of me, but it's 7,000 feet. Uh, I never did get onto my GPS planned direct route. Yeah, ILS 10. All right, all right. Who is that? Kool-Aid Man. Thanks for subscribing. Oh, sorry, following on Twitch. Get the right one there. Good. I was just going to look that up. (4,500 feet), and it just told me 2,500 feet above ground right there. 109.5. Thanks for following there on Twitch there, Kool-Aid Man. Um, while we've got you somewhere, there is going to be some ARMA here pretty shortly, probably, what, definitely maybe a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon, something, because we got some, we need some assistance. Yeah. So you're up in the clouds. I'm below the clouds. I look down there, I can see that guy, plowing his field. I can see the dirt sticking to his tires. It just told me to descend to 3,800. One 165. Okay, thank you. Go to 165. Back off on the speed a little bit there. Yeah. All right. Anything else you guys want me to do? I'm now descending back down to 3,000 feet. Well, I'm over the mountains now. Now I've just got water. Yep. Watch I get over here and the approach is like 4,000. I'll have to go up to that before I can descend. We got some rain off to our south there. You know what we haven't done yet, and we're going to end up doing it at least once this year. So make sure your uh, hurricane chasing plane is all prepped and ready to go. There's already been some severe weather already. I don't know. Boy, they've been adjusting headings, I'm wondering if I should even have a chance to get up and go grab a drink real quick. Get up and go get a drink. Go to the. All right. We're landing on 10, aren't we? Anyone happen to know the actual course for that, Andrew? What's that? What's the actual heading, course heading for runway 10? Runway 10's heading is 97. Oh, 10 is 110. Duh. Okay, sorry. Brief moment. Hey, Benadryl and poison ivy. That's all I'm going to say. And I'll repeat it like 4 times maybe. No, it's really the freaking Benadryl talking, or lack thereof. Hey, yeah, thanks for stopping. When you get a chance, give us an update, but you don't have to do it right now. All right. I'm just guessing because I don't have a map out in front of me, but did we just cross Dominican Republic? No. Okay. That's to the west. Okay. There's nope. Okay. All I know is there's a little runway down there. Yeah, it doesn't. Holding pattern at home, holding pattern, and admitted. ATC's got her going around again. Here's the thing. Next time Draco goes in there, he just has to start doing it in pilot speak. ATC wants me to ask, you to go do a go around and see how quickly he gets, smacked upside the back of the head. What do you know? We're about halfway. So that means it's time to get a mid-flight snack. I'll be right back. The other thing I just thought of, he can always change her mood real quick. Tell her, hey, we got to drop this. I got to go fly with the guys here, so I'll be back later in the hospital cell. Okay. Well, it's 81 degrees. I mean, it might be warm in there. Yeah. Okay. This is where I get my throat punch in. Well, then in that case, if everything's like that, he should just be in here flying with us then. I'll punch myself in the throat later just for you, Draco, because I know that one deserves it. This is part of the reason why when folks go, well, can I fly with you? Talk to Andrew and ask him if you really if you really want to fly with us, because we're just going to harass you to the point of you going, I don't know if I even want to show up. Because that's why I think that's why you was probably showing up at the last second, Andrew, was just to not have to put up with me, right? Maybe they just don't realize that that's your name and not what you want to do. With the conversation earlier, I didn't expect to see Draco or hear from him, but I'm glad that most everything's pretty okay. I mean, at least she's not in a real bad situation. It's just what standard complications. That doesn't sound very nice either. Complications that can be dealt with. That's on good there. We're good there. There. Come on, move. Good on fuel. It's a little warm, so watch that temperature right there a little bit. It's a little hot. If you're not too busy, Zig, what is your EGT, your exhaust gas temp, and are your and then do you have your cowl flaps all the way open or closed? Yeah, mine says it's 1507. Yeah, open is better for that to be cooled down. I have it at half now to cool it down some maybe. Yours are closed and it's cooler than what mine are. Well, but you're flying with simulated real weather. You're not in active sky or nothing, correct? So, right. Bob's never flown slow in anything. Zig, are you landing that in the water? Just with the fact you're going that low, it looks like you're like, excuse me. Well, since they've put me at 3,000 feet, I haven't changed at all. See zigzag bobbing and weaving still. He might be. He's yelling at you all these commands and he's left me completely alone. Seems like it. Oh, there you go. Turn right. It's because Bob's landed already. So we have at 1,900 feet back over that way is Andrew. Straight ahead of me at 2.5 miles is Zig. No, I'm right behind you. I'm following you. Yeah. Well, we're sort of veering into you. Yeah, we're veering into you, but and Bob's over that way towards the island. They're going to put us all down at this exact same time and figure out what's the most out of which plane's left to be, used next time. Well, there's more of that plane, so we'll fly that one. Piece out the other ones. Got the Super Cub. Send and maintain. Okay. I'm on. I'm on final. Yeah, right behind you, so don't fuck up. Probably shouldn't have said it that way. Please don't mess up because I'm right behind you. Am I actually right behind you? Oh, well, you want me to spin and I'll spin. I'll spin. I'll spin. Yeah. Mm, it did because I was over top of him. All right. Well, autopilot off. Bob mentioned it right from the beginning that he had to hand fly it, so I heard that. I flew with the when we did the Saturday stuff. I flew this a couple of times completely flying it. So I get it. It's not difficult to do. I'm not worried about it right at the moment. I'm lining up. Applying brakes by slamming on the flaps and things wanting to skyrocket. Well, I was looking at it and it's like the flaps to slow it up. Well, if I was read it correctly the couple of times, you add the flaps to help slow it down, and then as you get ready for the actual touchdown, you take and bring the flaps back up from like second notch back to first notch. Well, I've done it this way, and it actually lands really nicely. Uh, Andrew, just to let you know, I'm at about 65 knots right now. Uh, no. Well, with another plane, no, but everything else is on. Going slow enough I can read the traffic's license plate numbers. I'm back up to 70. One, 163. I'm going to keep it over on this side so you can pass me on the inside corner there. I don't have a. There's an exit. All right. Air traffic. There it is. I jumped in to see you, and you're like 90-degree bank turn almost there. No, he has it. He has there. Touchdown. Are you supposed to plant it on the front nose like that? Come on, Andrew. No, he didn't. Although he did take forever. Do I want to set it down? Do I? Nah, maybe. No. I'll wait. I'm not sure I really want to land yet. I think I'll wait. Why not? Next one's the same right from here, so. Um, Mixture in to kill the engine. That way I can file the. Oh, in, out. All right, now pull up the pirate on the other page. Stop flight. Pirate ready. File. Joke. Current bids from ISX to TUPJ. Yeah, because you held on to it. You still even dropped it heavy there because you were floating it. It was like you had no lift left. You were going to drop it at some point. All right. Yeah. So while I set this up, let's change this to that. And you guys can see all that. And then go to flight, flight planner, select. You did IFR. I did. Yeah, we might as well. Yeah. And I'm going to just set that as active runway because I'm not going to start from active runway, just start from where I'm at. Flight time 45. No. What time it is? It's 12:45. And then world. I'm just going to leave my time just as it is because I'm just before takeoff anyway. So I have it at 12:33, and then departure is 12:45. So all I got to do is start the engine up and oh crap, start flight now. Start engine. Yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, yeah. No, nope, nope, no. Yeah. Where's the beef was a little 85-year-old uh, lady who ran around. When was it? It was a Wendy's commercial, right? Wendy's. Where's the beef? Because she was going to Burger King and McDonald's type restaurants and going, where's the beef? Because the beef is at Wendy's. Yep. Uh, I did three. Why change it? Well, you know what that means? It means it's the same heading leaving out. And to be honest, I don't think I really need progressive taxi because I know where I'm going. Back to where I was at. I don't know. Someone can correct me, but it wasn't the t-shirts, yellow t-shirts with red lettering too. Arby's. Yeah, because it was the Wendy's colors. Yeah. See, I've got Andrew yelling Arby's in my head, and now Yeah, yeah, all the different stuff. Yeah. Who's that? Oh, well, Dan wanted to say anything. He can say something and will. Yeah. I mean, you can't fault Dan. I mean, it's been like a couple of nights in the last week that just he's been in chat and all talking all that, and then just shoop gone. We left him, so all right. So I've got a Beechcraft Baron and a Dash 8 that are waiting in AI trying to take off. Yeah. Okay. So that's probably you're sitting here at the runway waiting. All right. All right. So I'm scroll down the trim down so that it's set right. That'll help with takeoff. Make sure you reset your trim. We are all lined up. Okay. Takeoff runway 10. See, I'm leaving the ground, so I'm taking off. Not how I wanted to make sure I was out of your way for takeoff, but yeah. Haven't yet. Oh, there's the pause. Okay, it's to the south and it wants us to turn north. Okay. Oh, is it to the? Okay. That's right. That's right. I was looking at the map back. I remember. No problem. Runway 7. Wow. That's really good of this plane. That's really good of this plane. I took off with only mixture at 30%. That's a asphalt surface with runway high intensity lights. Elevation 15.9 feet. But I don't see ILS on that page. 5. Okay. Course heading is 74 though, in case anyone really wants to know. Oh, well, see, it must really suck because Zig's kids are out of school already. Dan. Well, let's see. I was looking at stuff in Japan. You'd hate to go to Japan to for school because Um, th there you have for summer vacation, you get a short vacation, but you're supposed to do school activities like music, extra classes for preparing for next year's classes. Those are mostly mandatory. And then there's no janitors in the school. All the kids clean the school. So whatever time they decide to do it, you're required to start mopping, cleaning rooms, bathrooms, kitchens, whatever. I think that's pretty cool. Make you guys have to learn how to work. Maybe you won't have like the freaking idiots that I saw down at McDonald's. I'll just toss my wrappers and crap right on the street. All right, Moondog rant's over. Yeah, I was just going to say, if anyone needs lunch, you're buying Dan lunch. Eric's buying lunch for Dan. Okay. Welcome to the stream, Eric. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's elementary classes, kindergarten, that they start doing that. So you're just brought up to keep everything clean. Yeah. I didn't hate cotton candy. I'd almost reach my hand out and see if that cloud was actually cotton candy. Love the clouds. Love the clouds. Excellent choices in Rex 4. Yep. And you too can have these exact clouds from Rex 4. You just got to go to Rex 4 and find Moondog Flies, and that was just the consensus of naming it so that everyone can find it. Moondog Flies, you can download it and have the same clouds, water effect, light. You got 14 minutes on a 25-minute flight. I mean, no, land before. That way we don't end up zero point 0.1 nautical mile away from each other and having to try and land at 40 knots. Well, that goes for showing that you go, well, I'm not going to fly through anyone, so I'll back off, but you backed off to the point of just about crashing. You didn't have to do that. Just done a quick, I'll go back around and loop right around and come right in. That would have killed at least. Yeah, yeah. Private, yeah, private pilots, yeah. PPL. If we want to really know the correct thing to do in sort of a Cessna GA thing, we will ask Andrew. He should know the answer. But to answer the question before it's asked, no, Zig and I are not pilots. We do not stress that we know everything that we're doing. We're typically going, I think that's right. And that doesn't mean that Zig and I don't do we look at for charts, we look for headings, we look for all this for the correct way of flying it. We do our, I think we both try our best to fly the, the sim correct, the way that we feel is correct. Yeah. Yeah. No, you don't go through setup. Yeah, see, there's the exact difference that Bob was saying. See, he actually knows it. That's why we would ask Andrew. Bob, once he gets to that point, we'll ask him too. But no, Zig and I are now. Let's get this straight. I am detail orientated in the fact that I've played Techno Bowl and I put out a season and tracked stats for the games that I played. Okay, so I am a little bit stat nerdy and technical that way, but that's what I sort of enjoy. So I'm a little bit more on making sure I go through the startup the same way all the time, but it's still got to be enjoyable. If it's not enjoyable, then why are we here? Why are we here? I mean, if and that even goes with Arma. Even there, I take it a little too seriously at times. So it's supposed to be it's supposed to be fun. So every once in a while, to blow off some of the steam, we shoot each other's toes off, or or we just shoot Andrew. Depends, Bob. Depends on how you act in there. Well, then just expect a grenade. That's it. Um, where am I at? I don't know. Where are you at? Okay. I'm not in a cloud. I'm to your left and behind you. I mean, that's the most unstatable game that you can play because they've very rarely had stats in it, but I found a way of doing it. Yeah, I had no clue. Yeah, there was uh, there was one for the Commodore 64 where it would give you some stats, and I kept track of those too. But I gave up on it.
I saw it. I just didn't know. I did put Spy versus Spy. I will even find it now and try and play it. Spy versus Spy. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I found it somewhere. I think I found it on my phone. I think there was an app for it. I think that I can find. I'll look again. Find out if we can't multiplayer stream Spy versus Spy. 4-bit characters. Oh crap. That's what it was. It was something summer games, and then there was the winter ones that went with it. Yeah, I did that too. Um, if you gotta ask. Um, played the original Bird versus Dr. J on the Commodore. Yeah. The other one where I actually did more flying and sort of learning how to fly, which really wasn't learning how to fly, was the F-15 Strike Eagle for the Commodore 64. Turn left 350. Jim Kelly. Oh, for the with the Bills, because he right, right, because he never signed in when they were putting that out, and he never went with the strike or anything. Yeah, because he came through the USFL. That makes sense. Trying to watch. Let's see. Spec vectors runway 7 approach. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. Flight. Nope, not flight plan. Procedure. Enter. No, you have GPSC, NDBA, yeah, GPS 5, RNAV 25, RNAV C, um, no 7. So guess what? It's all visual. Yeah, I can lock on ILS, but I cannot. It won't follow the descent. So wait a minute. Well, there was the Raiders because no one could stop Bo, and I think the other one was Kansas City, but I'm not sure. Was it San Francisco? because the other uh, Raiders play was Marcus Allen up the middle, and that's the one that you did after everyone got used to you just bow around the left, and it was Marcus up the middle. But to be honest, I don't know the other unstoppable. Ah, okay. So Dan was completely right with that one. Good job, Dan. Okay. Way up there. Mine was nice. I don't know. Zig was nice. It was just the fact that you stopped. So in other words, in Andrew speak, that's like he thinks he knows where he's at. He'll land, but you got to watch out for Bob. Yeah, said exactly, Dan. That's what I want. I got one heavy cloud right here. All right, autopilot off. trying to remember. I think it was the 1987 season that I played the whole actual NFL season on Technobowl. You do anything? No, I'm seeing both of you. You two are going to be at the airport at exactly the same time. Cleared to land. Approach 17. 1,000 feet up. Still too high, but I see him off ahead of me there. It's an island there, Zig. Out the other window. Ah, come on. Don't pull an Andrew. Just let it sit there. Yep, that's a bounce. It's a 153, a 153. Come on. Let's not dribble this down the freaking runway. There we go. Your ground maintenance crew is going to have to come over and deal with the ruts in the grass. Sorry, I'm cutting through. Yeah, it says a 153 for my landing, but it was a 153, a 153, a 117, a 12. All right, so I can file. That's filed. So the next two are 40-minute ones. Then we got a 17-minute, a 26, and a 17 to wrap them up. So maybe Saturday we'll do the two 45s. See if we have time that we want to do the one after that. All right, let's. Don't break too hard. Yeah, but that's a landing though, right? Yep, yep. Right to your left. Yeah, that's me. And we don't want to do the next one. I'm going to call it there. Yeah. All right. Uh, I'll take us out. Thanks everyone for stopping in and checking out the flights. Thanks for those that followed and subscribed. And if you want to know when we are streaming, if you jump in and watch it, we typically fly Tuesday and Saturday nights, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Subscribe and follow to get notification of when we do start. We will do some farming in Arma throughout this week. Some of it might actually be streamed. Thanks to Bob for flying with us. Thank you, Andrew, for flying with us. And anyone wanting to send out well wishes to Draco and his wife, feel free to make sure you do that. And I think that's everything. So thanks for stopping out and have a nice night, everyone.